A few weeks ago, we spoke with my friend Richard Petkovic. He's the artistic director and founder of the Cultural Arts Collective. We were talking to Richard then about his vision of creating a Western Sydney sound. Remember that? The world, akin to the Seattle sound or the Liverpool sound of past eras. But Richard's work in the area of cultural diversity exposes him to some very interesting artists from all around Australia, those with unusual and sometimes overlooked cultural heritages. So we'll get him in front in from time to time to showcase some of those musicians he's encountered and their wonderful music. And he's here with us right now. Richard, hello, welcome back.
Hey, great to be back. Thanks so much for having me back.
Tell us, you also received federal funding to expand the exposure of diverse music, and you've got fortnightly gigs?
Yeah, we do something called Cultural Arts Collective at Pratton Park. So it was an opportunity to work with a local bowling club who was struggling because of COVID.
Sydney?
In Sydney.
In Ashfield?
In good old Ashfield.
Yeah.
So it was wonderful, which has got a large Asian and Indian population, and there's these old diggers there still hanging on to the bowling club. We wanted to help them out and say, hey, how can we be of service to you guys? And my thing's about cultural diverse music and creating new music that's inclusive of all Australian cultures. So it's lucky enough to get some federal funding to do this every 2 weeks, which is amazing.
So it's going well then.
It was. We got a great review in Sydney Morning Herald last Saturday. So that was really nice to see the venue get some publicity and some beautiful diverse jazz that night and some African come up in 2 weeks' time.
Look, you're going to have to expand it nationally. You can't just keep it all in the hub of Ashfield in Sydney.
I know, I'm going to start a franchise.
You're going to have to do it because you've got a wonderful selection of musicians that you've brought for us to hear tonight, varying from Western Australia down Melbourne way. So you've got to look at taking this national.
Well, it happens to Australia.
Spread the love.
That's right. We need love all over the continent. We hope that everyone embraces culturally diverse music, because to say, hey, it's not music from other worlds anymore. It's ours. Because
the point that you are trying to make is that this is a Western Sydney sound.
Well, that and beyond, it's a place-based sound. So there's places in Melbourne where these diverse cultures are coming together, and Western Australia and Darwin. So God knows what's happening up in Darwin with that wonderful melting pot they've got up there of Asian, Australian, Anglo, Indigenous mix. Like, who knows? I'm just the ambassador to say, hey, let's get in and dig in with the local. Forget about America and everywhere else. We've got it here.
We've got it here. Okay, let's kick it off then.
Fantastic.
I wanted to talk about Gina Williams and Guy Ghouse. Who are they?
They're amazing. I went to this beautiful, beautiful festival in Denmark in Western Australia, which is right down south. And I was surprised there's humans living down there far away.
There's a Denmark in Western Australia. Hey, big shout out to all you mob in Denmark.
Yeah, their beautiful Festival of Voice, which happens, is coming up in May, I think, again. And I was down there a couple of years ago and ran into this beautiful couple called Gina and Guy, who play beautiful music, but also sing about their Indigenous culture, about Gina's Indigenous called the Noongar, and they do a lot of their songs in Noongar language. So Gina's a real ambassador trying to revive the language and to spread the word of the beautiful culture that they have down here. And Guy's an amazing guitarist. So those two coming together, it's just gorgeous. I chose this song because it's just so beautiful, and it has two languages. It's got, the singing in the Noongar, the English, and beautiful acoustic as well by Guy. So enjoy.
Gina Williams and Guy Ghouse, Aboriginal cultural ambassadors from Western Australia, with that English and Noongar language in that song. And beautiful, sounded like a movie soundtrack.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I love that we can have different languages in a song and it's still ours. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to head to Sydney and Amali, an African artist.
Yeah, the beautiful Moussa Diakite. So he's in downtown Lakemba. So if you don't know Sydney, it's basically almost like our Islamic centre, cultural centre. A lot of Muslim people live in that area because there's mosques around and whatnot. And amongst all that, those beautiful cultures, we have Moussa Diakite, who's from Mali, as you said, and he's our high priest of African guitar in Australia.
I love it.
Nobody, as one of his drummers said, nobody can beat Moussa when it comes to African guitar. Musicians are so competitive, so it was great to hear that. But he's a great guy, a great songwriter, and he was involved with Salif Keita. So anyone who knows world music and African music knows Salif Keita. He's got an amazing voice, an amazing career, like several hundred albums, it seems like, and he's like the biggest African artist around. And Moussa used to play with him back in the day, and that just shows the level of musicianship we have around us. So sniff around people. There's gorgeous people like Moussa in your backyard.
Moussa Diakite on the ABC airwaves, Sydney Marlian, the high priest of African guitar, apparently, but we didn't say what the song was called.
It's called Dana, yeah, and it's a beautiful song that Moussa has written, and it's the translation, you can see it on the video on YouTube, it talks about not everyone's got integrity, not everyone you can trust, so it's really about judging people's character and being good, so it's a good message coming from downtown Lakemba.
We always need to be reminded that, don't we?
That's right.
Well, we're going to go into, I think it's a great name for a song, Baby Blue Eyes, by a band called Fireglow. Who are they?
So there's another bunch of locals from Sydney, but what I love about them is that there's four guys from different cultural backgrounds, Italian, Maltese, Greek, etc. But, you know, they don't care. They just love the Beatles. So they've come together just to write fun songs and, you know, I really appreciate that they're just loving pop music, and I thought, hey, let's give them a shout out. Rumours are that they might be doing some work with Steve Balby, the ex-Noiseworks producer.
Bass player.
So he's discovered them away under the covers as well.
Do you want to know something about Steve Balby? He and I produced a Christmas album together.
Wow. And
we also did the reimagined version of my first album.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Steve
beautiful.
Balby.
I'm going to check it out.
Check it out. Well, also, if Steve's involved with these guys, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, the next album apparently is going to get involved, so it sounds great.
So tell us about Baby Blue Eyes.
Baby Blue Eyes, it's what I like about it is this 60s sound. It's chilled. It's got those simple verse, chorus, simple ideas about Baby Blue Eyes, but it's got a great melody. So if you make it to the chorus, I'm sure you'll love this song.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
Got you on my mind. You slipped away in the dead of night, but you left me feeling oh so right. Your eyes are blue and your fake red hair, you can kill a man with that steely stare. But your body's rough when it comes around. I can't get enough. And every time you open up a little more to me, you see I am the key to make you believe that it's gonna be alright.
Richard Petkovic is our special guest here on ABC Radio Weekend Evenings. And that song was Baby Blue Eyes by Fireglow. Check them out.
Yeah.
Now, who are we going to wind up tonight with?
Well, this is a beautiful guy called Amadou Suso. So he's Gambian and he lives in Melbourne. And I didn't know much about Gambia till I met this guy. And check it out on YouTube. It's a unique little country surrounded by Senegal. It's basically a river and it surrounds, but it's got all sorts of wildlife and all sorts of resources that people have been fighting over for generations or being colonised by. But this guy is an amazing guy. He's several generations of musicianship in his family, and he plays the kora. So the kora is like the African harp, but it's cooler. You sit it on your lap. It's almost like a guitar. It's almost like a harp, and you play with two hands, and it just sounds amazing. And like I said, he's from Gambia. He's from Melbourne, and it's a beautiful song called Bunjul. And like I said, what I'm talking about a lot of time is cross-cultural and take it into the future, but I really wanted to showcase this because it shows his cultural heritage. It's really long history and his beautiful voice. And from that, he's also created jazz music. So maybe next time we come back, we'll play his other stuff.
Fantastic. Richard, thank you so much for your time and thanks for the music.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Richard Petkovic, founder and director of Cultural Arts Collective. And here it is, Amadou Suso.
I'm going to play a song called Holko. Means kids that don't have parents. And this song is all about those kids, and I hope you like it.
Fumuto, I'm not looking at it. Hamut magam, hamul kena mutala, mulye hulko fumuto, I'm not looking at it. Samalu faluti la 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 la. Hamutinayam. Hamut mamam. amul kenn mu bawa munye hulko fumuto amna lu ko metti.
Amadou Suso